So greetings everyone on this auspicious day of the disappearance of Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. So one of his books that I really enjoy is this Golden Volcano of Divine Love. So I'd like to firstly, especially for my own purification and to honor Srila Sridhar Maharaj, I'd like to read a little section from this book. So it begins, it's called The Heart Wants Ecstasy. Our heart's concern is with ecstasy, charm, and sweetness, and this is felt by the heart, not by the brain. So the heart has been given the most importance. The next effect is felt in the plane of knowledge. After getting a taste of divine sweetness, suspicion vanishes. Rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. When we have a taste of real ecstasy, ras, then all doubts are cleared. By getting a taste of Krishna consciousness, the heart is captured. And when the heart is captured, the ecstasy of love of Godhead, prem, begins to flow. Being satisfied, the heart will say, "This is what I was searching for." Then the brain will follow, thinking, "Yes, there can be no doubt, this is the highest goal of our search. Dissolve everything else." The heart will say, "I have attained prem, divine love. This is the highest thing. Stop all works from now on." Then karma will close all its workshops. After coming in touch with Krishna consciousness, the first result is that the heart awakens. When the heart is captured, the brain approves, and our karma, energizing in the wrong direction, stops. Krishna consciousness is the real wealth of the heart. It is the nature of divine mercy to extend itself without caring for any law. The only consideration is our eagerness to accept it. Mercy is offered in this way. Do you want this? If we simply agree, yes, it is wonderful and most tasteful, then we can have it. If our prayer is genuine, then nothing else is required. It is a simple transaction. If we want it, we will get it. Krishna consciousness is most simple. Whether one is fit or unfit is unimportant. Anyone who simply wants it may have it. And what of those who don't want this gift, this divine gift? For them, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributed special mercy through his most magnanimous canvassing agent, Shripad Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu won't allow even those who want to avoid Krishna consciousness to escape. If someone says, "I don't want it," Nityananda Prabhu won't allow it. He will say, "No, you must want it. I request you earnestly, take it. Use it, and you will be able to feel the value of Krishna consciousness." To capture the market, a clever merchant may distribute free samples of his product to his customers, saying, "Take one free. There is no question of paying any price now. I am giving this away. Use it. And if you feel the value, the utility of my product, buy it. And then, afterwards, everyone will purchase." In a similar way, Nityananda Prabhu traveled throughout Bengal, making his humble appeal. Nityananda Prabhu would knock at the door and fall at the feet of his customers, crying, "Please accept this. Don't dismiss me. Don't drive me away. Please do what I say. Give all your attention to Gauranga, and you will be benefited beyond expectation. This is my request to you." He would shed tears, roll at their door, and say, "You are reluctant to accept this, but have no doubts. I implore you, take it, believe me, please accept Gauranga." In this way, Nityananda Prabhu used to wander down both sides of the Ganges, roaming here and there, preaching about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu knows only Gauranga. He is represented in Krishna Lila as Baladev. Baladev apparently performed the Ras Lila, but at heart was only arranging Ras Leela for Krishna. His nature shows the experts of devotion that he is always dedicated to Krishna. Otherwise he would not be Baladev. He has no individual thoughts for his own enjoyment. Every atom of his body is always eager to make arrangements for the enjoyment of Krishna. In a similar way, every atom of the body of Nityananda Prabhu is conscious transcendental substance, and every atom of his body is meant only for the service and satisfaction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One day, Mahaprabhu's mother, Shachi Devi, had a dream that Krishna and Balaram were on a throne, and Nityananda Prabhu was addressing Baladev. "Come down from your throne, your days are over. Now my Lord Gauranga will be installed." Baladev refused. "No, I have my Lord, Krishna." There was a fight, but Nityananda Prabhu was stronger, and he took Baladev down from the throne, saying, "Your day has gone. Now the time for my master Gauranga has come. You are a trespasser, a usurper. You must come down." And Baladev could not defeat Nityananda, who took him down from the throne. This is the nature of Nityananda Prabhu's relationship with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has nothing of his own. His everything is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As Baladev is to Krishna, Nityananda Prabhu is to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The aim of Srimad Mahaprabhu's descent was to distribute the devotional service of Vrindavan most generously. On the other hand, Nityananda Prabhu used to sing, "Bhaja Gauranga, Kaha Gauranga, Laha Gauranga, Nam. He Jana Gauranga, Bhaje Se, Amar Pran." Worship Gauranga, speak of Gauranga, chant Gauranga's name. Whoever worships Sri Gauranga is my life and soul. Nityananda Prabhu tried his best to make the people at large accept Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What did he say? "Come straight to the campaign of Sri Chaitanya and you will safely attain Vrindavan." Of course, Navadvip, the abode of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is no less valuable than Vrindavan, the abode of Krishna. The same ras which is found in Vrindavan is present in another feature in Navadvip. Some devotees have a special attraction for Vrindavan Leela, others have a special attraction for Navadvip Leela, and a third group represents both camps, but Navadvip is the most generous. In Vrindavan, the pastimes of Krishna are confined to a confidential circle, but in Navadvip, those pastimes are distributed. Gaura Leela is more generous than Krishna Leela. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 25.271, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains his conception of the difference between Gaura Leela and Krishna Leela. Krishna Leela Amritasar, Tar Shata Shatadar, Dasha Dike Vahe Yaha Hoite, Se Chaitanya Leela Hai, Saravora Akshaya Manohamsa Charaha Tahate. He says, there is no doubt that we find the highest nectarine taste of ras in Krishna Leela. But what is Gaura Leela? In Gaura Leela, the nectar of Krishna Leela is not confined to a limited circle, but is being distributed on all sides. It is just as if from all 10 sides of the nectarine lake of Krishna Leela, hundreds of streams are flowing. Our highest aspiration is to achieve the service of Srimati Radharani, but in the beginning we must approach Sri Nityananda Prabhu through his manifest representation, the Guru. Nityananda Prabhu consolidates the foundation which helps us progress further in devotion. Quick progress without a good foundation invites a negative reaction, so the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu is our primary necessity. This approach culminates in the service of Srimati Radharani. Nitayir Karuna Hobe Braje Radha Krishna Pabe. To be reinstated as a servant of the servant to the extreme degree is the philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Our goal is not to become one with Krishna, to receive service. We want to render service. The predominated moiety of the Absolute Truth is negative potency. the energy that serves, and the predominating moiety receives that service. Our best interest will be reached when, according to our constitutional nature, we attain our position in the line of servitors in the negative, predominated moiety, not by considering ourselves one with the positive, predominating moiety. By the grace of Nityananda Prabhu, we develop our attraction for Sri Gauranga. If we receive the grace of Sri Gauranga, we receive everything in the highest degree. And that is the safest way to approach Radha Govinda. If we try to achieve Radha Govinda in some other way, our attempt will naturally be artificial and defective. If we approach Radha Govinda directly, avoiding Sri Gauranga, there will be great difficulty. Therefore, we should invest all our energy in the service of Sri Gauranga. Then we shall automatically find ourselves being lifted towards the highest level. Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur prays, Yata yata gaura padara vinde, Vendeta bhaktim krita punya rashi, Tata tatat sarpati ridya kasmat, Radha padamboja sudamburishi. As much as we devote ourselves to the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga, we will automatically achieve the nectarian service of Srimati Radharani in Vrindavan. An investment in Navadvip Dham will automatically take one to Vrindavan. How one has been carried there will be unknown to him. But those who have good fortune invest everything in the service of Gauranga. If they do that, they will find that everything has automatically been offered to the divine feet of Srimati Radharani. She will accept them in her confidential service and give them engagement, saying, "Oh, you have a good recommendation from Navadvip. I immediately appoint you to the service." Srimati Radharani is introduced in the form of Gauranga with the added element of magnanimity. No selfish sensualism can enter our consideration of the pastimes of Sri Gauranga, for there he appears as a sannyasi and a devotee. Of course, if we are to analyze Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we shall find Krishna in the garb of Radharani. According to the impersonal philosophers, when negative and positive combine, they become non-differentiated oneness. But Vaishnava philosophy says that when both positive and negative aspects of Godhead are combined, personality is not lost. Rather, in the garb of the negative, the positive is converted and begins searching for himself in the mood of the highest searcher. According to Vaishnavism, when positive and negative combine, they do not create equilibrium. Rather, the dynamic character is always maintained. The combination of Radha and Govinda is Sri Gauranga, and by the grace of Nityananda Prabhu, we may be attracted to Sri Gauranga. Nityananda Prabhu's mercy sometimes exceeds the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because it may create a bad precedent, Mahaprabhu sometimes cannot accept certain fallen souls. He has to consider their status as well as other things. Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, however, does not care for any unfavorable circumstances. His mercy is very lavish and almost blind. He does not discriminate between different degrees of sinners. His mercy is all-embracing, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot dismiss his recommendation. Even those who Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected, Nityananda Prabhu sheltered, and gradually Mahaprabhu had to accept them. So the grace of Nityananda is greatest both in magnitude and circumference, and that is our solace, for by his mercy, even the most fallen souls can attain the supreme goal. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once told his followers, "Even if Nityananda Prabhu is found with a fallen girl of the lowest kind, drinking wine in a wine shop, still you should know that he is above all these things. Although you may find him apparently engaged in lower activities, he is never implicated. He may appear connected with so many fallen activities, but you should know that he is always revered by the Creator of the universe, Lord Brahma, and other exalted devotees. Nityananda Prabhu's mercy is so powerful that if one simply takes a piece of his loincloth and wears it respectfully on his body, he will be saved from all the disturbances of the mundane senses. Therefore we pray, may my mind always stick to his holy feet. I offer my obeisances to Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Srila Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai.